World of Warcraft Midnight is taking us back to the Eastern Kingdoms, and honestly, this might be one of the biggest wins the game has had in years. For over a decade, every expansion has thrown us onto brand new islands or disconnected landmasses that were used for a while and then abandoned forever. But not this time. Midnight is breaking that pattern, and it's doing it in a way that actually strengthens the game world instead of stretching it thinner. So let's talk about why this return to the Eastern Kingdom is such a massive win and why WoW really doesn't need yet another disposable island. Most expansion islands exist purely for that expansion's plot. The cool while they're there, but they don't have the impact on the world in the long term. The Eastern Kingdoms, on the other hand, are part of the foundation of Warcraft. You've got Silvermoon, the Sunwell, the Ghostlands, the Hinterlands, Quel'Thas' entire legacy. These places shape the franchise, so when something big happens here, it feels like it actually matters. This isn't Island 27 off the coast of Azeroth, this is the core of the game. For years, expansions have sent us to disconnected islands. The Dragon Isles, Zandalar and Kul'Tiras, the Shadowlands, which isn't even on Azeroth, the Broken Isles. All these places were cool, granted not for me, but for some people, but they never felt like home. They existed purely for the expansion, then instantly got abandoned when the next one launched. But the Eastern Kingdoms, this is the beating heart of Warcraft, the original continents, the iconic zones people grew up with. When Blizzard invests in the Eastern Kingdoms, they're investing in the core of WoW, not a temporary backdrop. Every new island suffers the same fate. You level there, do endgame there, and 2 years later, it's a ghost town. But updating the Eastern Kingdoms, that adds lasting value to the world. These zones already matter. Major cities, important lore locations, player hubs, RP centres, levelling routes. Upgrading Quel'Thalas and its surrounding areas makes the entire world feel more alive, permanently. There's a difference between cheap nostalgia and meaningful nostalgia. You don't just want to say, hey, remember this place? You want to revitalise it? Returning to a classic region like Quel'Thalas brings emotional weight, history, familiar landmarks, and characters players already care about. Well, the ones that are into the lore anyway. No brand new island can compete with that. One of WoW's biggest problems has been the fragmentation, and I don't just mean between retail and classic. Every expansion adds yet another landmass floating somewhere off the map. By returning to existing continents, the story feels like it's happening in the same world again, the one in which we started in. The threat feels local, the stakes feel real. It strengthens a sense of Azeroth as a single living world, not a theme park with disconnected zones. When you update established zones, you get natural storytelling opportunities. How has Silvermoon changed? What happened to the Ghostlands? How is the Sunwell holding up? These places already have foundations. Blizzard can expand on them instead of starting from zero. Players have begged for years, well, I have. Stop giving us disposable continents. Update the world we already have. Midnight is Blizzard finally listening. It's a sign they want WoW's world to feel cohesive and modern, not split across 15 disconnected islands. Well, let's hope so anyway. This isn't some random landmass under threat. This is the Sunwell, Silvermoon, the homeland of one of Warcraft's most iconic races. The Void attacking here feels scarier than anything happening on some new island that we'll never care about and never go to again. Bringing Midnight back to the Eastern Kingdoms is a massive win for WoW. It brings weight, nostalgia, long-term value, and world cohesion, and it finally ends the cycle of disposable expansion continents. This is Blizzard reinvesting in the core of Azeroth, and honestly, it's exactly what the game needed. If you like this video, let me know in the comments down below, as it's nice to know the hours put into a video were worth it. And if you didn't like it, fair play for staying to the end.